Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very special interview. And welcome back to the Zest for Life interview series. And today I have, an exciting guest on the show. We have Shaaba. Hello, Shaaba.
Hi, Sophie. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, lovely to have you on the show. Thank you for
Lovely
coming.
to be here.
And I think we've got some really cool stuff to get into, really exciting new music that's coming out for you as well, has already come out, very exciting. And me and Shaaba met very recently actually at a BBC introducing kind of event in conjunction with the Queer Escape, which is an I think, brand of the Great Escape, which happens in Brighton, the
Yeah.
city where Shaaba and I both live.
Sophie smashed
And
it.
Shaaba smashed it, okay. Shaaba, that was your first ever performance that you did, and it was at Bottom's Ras Pub.
First live
And
set, yeah.
you got the whole crowd going, and it was great. Tell me about how that was for you.
I think it really helped to play LGBT plus anthems. It
Yes.
felt so comfortable. I don't know if you would agree, knowing that it was
Hmm.
to a safe space environment, specifically for a safe space event. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I know people are going to be able to sing along to this. And I was so scared, dude. I was so
No.
scared. But no,
You
everyone was
didn't
really
show it
lovely.
at all. It was great. And yeah, you got everyone like it was just the perfect song selection, I think, for that crowd as well, which were,
Thank you.
mostly queer people, I would say.
Yeah,
And
it
my
was
nans
nice.
were there as well, and they
Oh,
absolutely loved you.
I liked starting with the cover because it meant that I didn't have to think about doing an introduction first, and then once
Yeah,
I got sort of like the singing nerves
nice.
out, yeah, I just had to worry about live looping, but that was okay. It worked
Yeah,
out in the end.
talk me through what it is your setup was, because that looked really cool, what it was that you were doing.
Oh, thank you. Because a lot of my songs, I work so hard on the production elements. I feel like
Yeah.
they're not really done with live specific in mind. So
Okay.
I wanted to make sure that I could still encapsulate the production elements that myself and my co-producer, often Ollie, put a lot of
Hmm.
time into building. So
Hmm.
I perform with a synth, and it's got a
Hmm.
little looping pad. It's
Yeah.
got a live loop mechanism, and then it's got live keys. So I was doing sort of a bit of all three of those things: some sequencing, some live looping, and then just playing.
So only a little bit for your first ever like live
I
show, like
wanted to make sure. Well, like Sophie, I'm sure you totally agree. Touring is expensive. Touring is
oh
hard.
yeah,
And
yeah.
whilst I'm obsessed with the vibes of playing with other people and with a band,
Mhm.
it's so expensive. I wanted to
Yeah,
make sure that I could have a setup that, if I couldn't afford help or accompaniment, I could just still bring the vibes by myself. That was
yeah, I
the
love that.
intention.
It was honestly so great, and I thought it
You're
was
so
really
cute.
cool, like
Thank you.
how you were doing everything yourself. And as you said, touring is very expensive, but you're doing all of this independently. No label, no manager.
Mhm.
What was that a conscious choice, or have you ever considered working with an agent? What's the kind of situation? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I have a mentor at the moment
Hmm.
who's and I'm trying to keep a really open mind to the idea of working with wider teams. I've just
Hmm.
personally heard a lot of negative stories, is that fair to
Yeah,
say, about
yeah,
people losing autonomy, people feeling like there's
right.
just so much pressure to
Hmm.
change a sound or to provide so much of a sound that your sound ends up not being something that even you enjoy
Yeah,
anymore. And I'm
commercialize.
so nervous about that. I really, really don't want that to
Mm.
happen. I think as well for me, this might sound really bizarre. I like being an artist, don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah,
amazing to perform songs myself, but I'm equally as passionate about writing for other people. And
nice.
I'm wanting to try so hard to push that side of creativeness. And it
Nice.
seems to be something that labels in particular are not like too happy with sort of the idea of
Mm.
being like a main goal. So
Mhm.
yeah, I feel like working independently at the moment is keeping my options open, but if anything of substance comes up, I will for sure consider it.
Yeah, nice. And you like the manager, mentor person, sorry, that you're
Yes.
working with. How is that? And I guess opening yourself up to criticism or learning about yourself from someone else is never really hard
Very
as
that.
an artist.
All that.
You know, yeah,
Vulnerability, what's this?
yes,
Yeah, I found my mentor through a scheme called Copilot, which I would thoroughly, thoroughly recommend to
nice.
anybody. It's via the Help Musicians and the Ivers Academy did like a collaboration. The Help Musicians
Hmm.
offer this co-piloting scheme, and it's where people from all sorts of aspects of the industry, if you're focusing on songwriting, if you're focusing on wanting to be signed, on building a team, whatever it might be, you can sort of get chemistry matched, if you like, with
That's so
mentors
cool.
that fit your profile, and you work
Hmm.
with them on a 6 month basis. My mentor has been absolutely incredible, and I think we've gotten on really well. Like I'm so grateful and lucky to have like such a good chemistry fit that we've
Yeah,
continued to work together onwards as well.
yeah,
Initially, it was really hard because I was like, "Oh, what are you saying?" He
yeah.
was saying things like, "The smoke and mirrors nature of this industry can
Uh-huh.
be a lot to really process and understand, and it can feel a bit icky sometimes to kind of contribute
Hmm.
towards." But I didn't realize there was so much strategy in things like which singles that you release and waterfall releasing.
Mm.
The way that
Mm.
you put things online, when you put things online, when you release
Yeah,
things throughout a year, it all seems to make such a big difference. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
dude, I just work here. I just want to write songs. But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so it's interesting, it's overwhelming, but I do think it's making me a better artist.
That's great. That's great. So it's not, I mean, do you go into like the actual music of it as well, or is it just more kind of like how to build your brand?
I feel like depending on sort of what you're wanting from your mentor, you can do that more. I definitely sent
Yeah,
all my demos to my mentor beforehand. When I first started it, I
yeah.
sent a demo that I now realize was way too demo. Like you know, like
Okay,
so early
okay.
stages. I look back at it
Yeah,
now. It's for my song "Weird," and I
yes,
cannot believe like I cringe so hard at the thought of the
yeah,
first draft that I sent. But I'm so grateful that he was like, "I see the potential, but we
yeah.
really need to work on the production."
Nice words. Nice words.
Yeah, rough
Yeah.
around the edges, but we'll
Around the
get there.
edges, diamond in the rough.
Very
Yeah,
this,
that's
very
no,
this.
that's nice. Like I think, I mean, it's such a journey, isn't it? And you mentioned your new song "Weird" as well, which is yeah, new single. Loved it, by the way. And
Thank you so much.
what inspired it? What do you hope people will take away from it when they listen to it?
For me, songwriting is something that just kind of, I don't choose to do it. It just happens.
Hmm.
I don't know if you're the same,
Hmm.
Sophie. Like, I
I feel
just,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
ever since I was 14, I think is the first time that I wrote like a full song. I have this like little notes page with hundreds and hundreds of
yeah.
concepts, some that I look back on, and most of which I look back on to be fair, and go, this is still how I feel. And
Mm,
I just felt like I wanted to put something out that made me feel better and made me feel like if I heard this, I would feel empowered.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, for me, Weird was just a tune about wanting to rediscover the joy and the freedom that we often have as kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know why we lose it, but we definitely lose it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely so important, like when you're making music as well, for like for it to draw on things, you know, from your childhood and like try and help you and help your others like work through it. And your
For
other
sure.
songs like Ouija and Staying Groovy, they are also like very playful but also very reflective. And how would you describe those kind of songwriting processes from personal experience?
I think it comes from a place of wanting to reclaim. I
Nice.
always say when I was trying to, when I was like, no, I'm going to give this a go. You know, I really want to try and make songwriting a thing. It's because I find personally so much power from
Hmm.
reclaiming dark narratives. My songs
Hmm.
are always about quite dark, sad things, but I try
Yeah.
to put them to happy beats. And maybe
Yes.
this is toxic positivity. My family call me, have you ever seen Trolls?
Yes, I have seen Trolls,
You
yeah.
know the annoying pink thing who's got like pink
Yes,
hair? Yeah, I
yes.
have a little tattoo of a poppy because she's called
I
Poppy.
love it. And the pink hair, you know.
The pink hair was not entirely to do with Poppy, but you know, I'm not going to say it didn't play a small role.
Yes,
But it's just because like toxic positivity is something that I feel maybe I shouldn't call it toxic positivity. Positivity, having like a
yes,
positive outlook is something
yes.
that I've always felt has really helped me get through things
Mhm.
and be able to learn and grow from situations that might
Yeah,
otherwise, like in a sliding doors moment, may have just sort of meant that I was a crying wreck on the floor. And who wants to be a crying
yeah,
wreck on the floor when you can dance?
yeah.
You know?
Exactly, exactly. And it's that thing, isn't it? Like if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So
Very
like
that.
I'm gonna laugh at it and I'm gonna make something like beautiful out of it. And
Yes.
yeah, I think those songs have really, really playful lyrics. For anyone watching this, go listen to Shaaba. I mean, you're on literally like all streaming platforms,
You are very
and
sweet. Thank you.
yeah, it's absolutely great. And yeah, I think you mentioned something about a debut headline gig potentially coming up. I mean,
Yes.
what is happening for Shaaba at the moment, other than literally all the fingers and all the pies?
All
But
the fingers in all the pies.
and I absolutely love it. I love it. But yeah, what's happening like with your music and well, anything else that's coming up that's exciting?
Thank you, Sophie. So I'm trying to just like build a portfolio right now of songs
Yeah,
for
nice.
myself, but also of other people, and it's a real learning curve because it involves a lot of learning production alongside too, which is not sort of
Hmm.
an easy thing to master.
Hmm.
Which is funny. I was trying to do a pun. I'm not sure if I came across. It's okay.
Yeah, master ring the track. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it. I got it. Remaster. Yeah.
But yes, I'm also really excited to do more community-based and more live work. So I'm trying to
Hmm.
organise something for autumn time. It's probably looking around the October time, where I
Hmm.
can do a gig specifically with that in mind, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So
Yeah.
it going towards like an organization or something that you're passionate about.
Yes, very that.
Nice.
Have you sort of dabbled more in live versus sort of recording? I always find that as a musician, it can be really hard to kind of keep all of those plates spinning. For me, the main
Yeah.
ones are like creating, performing,
Mm.
and promoting. And
Yeah.
whenever I'm spinning one
Yeah.
ferociously, the others really tumble.
It's interesting, like for me, I mean, I don't know if people listening this that might not know, but I also write music and perform in Brighton, like live open mic nights. And I've been doing open mic nights in Brighton now for so many years, like
Mhm,
so many years. That's where I test my new material
mhm,
and like test new, I don't know, like a new rap that I've made or like a beat that I found and I've written something over the top and like just see how it plays out in the audience. And
mhm.
like that new song that I did at Bottom's Rest. I can think of one particular one that may or may not be coming out at some point in the future.
Ooh.
But yeah, like, it's really nice, and you get live reactions. Like people are laughing at the points they're supposed to laugh at,
Yeah.
and like they're smiling back at you.
Must feel so good to be like, ah, it is
Yeah,
relatable. It is
yeah,
coming across as I wanted it to.
because you get stuck in a cycle of like, is this actually any good? Like, and also when you put yourself out there and be really vulnerable in your lyrics
Mhm.
and like exposing yourself like that
Yes.
in a live setting, and you can see that reaction right there. I mean, yeah, it's difficult than releasing a song and just putting it into the kind of nether space.
I
And
hear you.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, you get reactions online as well, I guess, and comments, and you've got a great following as well with all of the different things that you're doing. So
Yeah, I'm so grateful for my audience. I'm so lucky to have my audience, and I think it can be difficult sometimes to
mhm,
always recognize that. I sound like such a spoiled brat right now. I mean it in the sense that when you're having to juggle so many things, I feel like sometimes so guilty that I'm
mhm,
like over like shoving everything down people's throats. Like, hey, this is my passion, and it may not be
yes,
what you followed me for, but I'm gonna share it with you.
yeah,
Um,
that's what you've got to do. You've got to do it, and it's yeah, it's very inspiring to see as someone that's like in the same space, in the same town. So yeah, keep an eye out for
All just
Shaba.
doing our own thing. But yeah, and also
And
check out Sophie Open Mic Night. I love
I
that.
mean, come on through. Let's do a self promotion here.
Shameless.
But
Go for
yeah,
it.
shameless, of course. I guess something that I wanted to touch on also with you, Shaba, is um, the GlitterBeam community. We're an LGBTQ plus radio station,
Whoop,
and
whoop.
you yourself are very out, proud,
A raging
bisexual
bisexual.
queen, which we love. And yeah, I just wanted to ask you kind of how you came to be so comfortable in your skin and your relationship as well, with your partner who's
Yeah,
also trans. Very, very beautiful, by the way. You guys as a couple, I just absolutely love,
you
love.
are very
But yeah,
sweet.
just wanted to, say if you have anything to kind of say to our listeners and how that is.
Definitely. Honestly, I don't. I feel like the LGBT plus community are often told, "Oh, shut up. Why do you have to keep talking about it?" It's like, well, because you keep taking our rights away,
Yeah.
and we have
Yes.
to work 20 million times harder to remind you that we are just people that wish to exist. Especially for the
Hmm.
trans community right now, our trans siblings are really struggling, and I think it's so important, both as a member of the LGBT plus community, but also as a trans ally, to show up and talk
Yeah.
about it as much as we can.
Yeah.
My partner and I, Jamie, we've been online. It's actually how my online community started. It was by
Right.
accident. It's
Wow.
because, to cut a really long story short, and to like, before you feel really sad for me because you really shouldn't, it ends happily.
Uh-huh.
I was disowned and kicked out for my identity, and for my relationship, and it was really hard during
Wow.
that time. My partner Jamie was he turned online to YouTube purely because it was a free way to kind of record his own transition stages, his physical
Hmm.
transition. And
Hmm.
I remember when he got like 100 subscribers, he was like, "Oh my God, Shaba, I'm famous. I think I need to stop." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, this is not okay."
But you think about it like online and like 100, but you think of 100 people in a room.
Oh, it's
Do you know what I
massive.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the
And
reason that was happening is because, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Such
no, no,
rubbish.
no, of course, go cut me off every time you like.
It's because no one was talking about it. And so,
Yeah,
whilst he was doing that for himself, other people were like,
yeah.
hang on a second, I'm trying to do something like how, how?
Hmm.
And we sort of realized that there was a bit more of a community. And
Hmm.
Jamie suggested that maybe if I was feeling some kind of way, he found it really therapeutic to sometimes talk to the camera, and whether it's to put a positive spin on a situation or as a
Hmm.
form of escape.
Hmm.
So we started doing this sort of thing called the Couples Update of Happiness, I think it was.
Hmm.
Such a cringe series for a YouTube
Very cute.
channel. But it worked. It made me feel so much better. And as morbid as it might sound, it made me feel better because I realized that I wasn't alone. There were other people there who were also South Asian, who were also struggling with identity and with acceptance from their loved ones. And ever since I found sort of my own place and feeling comfortable in who I am and who I let
Yeah,
into my life, and finding chosen family, which I'm sure everyone who's LGBT plus will understand is not the easiest or quickest journey.
yeah.
I just want to try and help other people do the same. Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Big love here, Shaba. And yeah, I wanted to end the interview today because we are on the Zest for Life show, something that is specifically giving you zest for life at the moment. It could be one thing you're watching or something you're doing. Yeah, what is it that's really making you feel alive right now?
Can I make it LGBT plus focused? Is that
Absolutely not.
yeah?
Of course, yes. Yes.
I was just saying to my friend today how absolutely wonderful it is that all of the dominating artists in the world right now are hella gay.
Right.
Isn't that such a beautiful thing?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it
just
is. It is
Stunning. I just went to a Billie Eilish concert, with my sister. My
amazing.
sister's a massive fan. We've had tickets for a little while, and we had the
Wow.
best time. And we
Yeah.
were there just bopping away to lunch and oxytocin, being like,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
yes. And I just
Yes.
feel like it's such a powerful time right now for our industry and for creativity. So that gives me a lot of zest.
Ah, love it, Shaba. Thank you so much. And thank you
Thank you for
so much
having
for
me,
being on the
Sophie.
show.
Awesome.
I absolutely can't wait to see what comes next from you. And yeah, see you soon.
All the best.
Bye.
Bye.